stuck.
No, oh my gosh, he's buying more Gundam than me. Oh,
I'm
no.
buying cheaper.
What's this go drive for 4 hours? And yeah, this is all my stuff. Cool. Hey everyone, Josh here, and today I'm bringing you the top 5 Akihabara shops you absolutely need to visit, especially if you're a Gundam fan like me. Now while this list is tailored towards Gundam and mecha enthusiasts, these stores offer a lot more than just that. I'll also mention some honorable mentions for stores catering to different interests as well, and now for how I rank these shops, I base them off the affordability, variety of selection, and the vibe, so let's dive right into it. Volks Akihabara Hobby Paradise 2 is a haven for all enthusiasts of any hobby. As you step into this building, you're greeted with an array of captivating display cases, showcasing a wide range of items catering to fans of almost any genre. It takes window shopping to the next level, allowing you to purchase directly from the displays, making it a unique and immersive experience. But I chose this place simply because of the inspiration you can get from the many displays of custom works and normal kits to see what you really might want. I say do your quote-unquote research here and see what you really want to buy during your trip in Akihabara. But it's also just Gunpla heaven for anyone that loves customizing. From tools to paints, you'll find everything you need to bring your creative visions to life. The store proudly showcases the potential of its products through captivating displays of custom works. While the prices for some items, especially those in the display cases featuring all the figures and things, can be steep, other things like shopping for tools and paints, I think is pretty affordable for this type of place. So go ahead, but as I mentioned, some things can be very expensive. So I would take your time with this place and note down things that you really like that you saw. And I would almost treat this place like an art museum. See what you like, and take inspiration in what you will want to incorporate into your own art. Hey, so Sudi, I found this kind of cool Barbados right
Oh my
here.
god. No way.
So it's just kind of cool.
It's way too expensive.
It's only 180,000 yen.
Way more than I
know. But you know, it's kind of cool though, you know?
Not buying.
And I'd say that summarizes Surugaya pretty well. At least the plastic model haul one. So you see, Surugaya is a chain, but in Akihabara they tend to be on the pricier side of things. But almost anywhere else, I think Surugaya is one of the best places to get items from any hobby for a decent price. But yeah, the one in Akihabara has an insane selection, and you'll probably find one of the kits you've been looking for, but then you'll see that the price is going to be way too high, especially for something really rare, which makes sense, but I found they were really marking up the prices. Not going to spend too much time on this, but you can find some awesome stuff at Surugaya. Just be aware of this one in Akihabara, and I'd say if you can find only a certain kit here and nowhere else, then go for it, but I think some of the other stores I'm about to show you will have them for much cheaper. This place is so expensive. I want this, but it says insect stains inside the box. Oh my god. Mandarake, once again, another chain store that I love to visit anytime I see it anywhere. This was my first Mandarake, and I discovered that I actually love this kind of store. This place also caters to a bunch of fans and franchises, but you could say they have a lot more older stuff. So if you love vintage or slightly older and rarer things, this is the place for you. I actually found one of my rarer kits in this Mandarake, and it was for a decent price. Speaking of price, I felt that Mandarake did not mark up as much as other stores, so in terms of affordability, it does pretty well. Besides that, the vibe's not my favorite, and I can't exactly explain why. I guess I don't like the darker lights the place has, and it just somehow feels gloomy. But honestly, it's grown on me a little bit. But also, I really can't complain because this is one of the best chain stores in Japan to find literally anything. Just gotta get lucky. Also, the stairs to this place in particular, man, they make you work for your toys. On the 8th floor. Definitely one of the more unique stores in Japan. It just has a certain vibe to it. Also, for selection, it tends to be not a ton compared to other stores, but it usually has enough that I'm willing to check it out every time. statue of Pekka! Clash of Clans, let's go! That's kinda cool. Oh, that's really cool too, what the heck?
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classic.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, this may be a little high, but I feel this place is really underrated, especially because it's off the main street of Akihabara. I believe this is another chain that is not as popular as the other two mentioned before, but this one feels much more roomy and not as crowded, and had some stuff I couldn't find in the other stores. Like this cool Gundam sign, which was pretty sick. Now, I may be overhyping this place, putting it in the number 2 spot, but I definitely think it's a store you need to check out. It has pretty good variety of rare kits and rare Gunpla merchandise in general. It's also pretty decently priced. It also has Transformers and other mecha stuff too, which is kinda cool. But yeah, nothing too much more to say, especially because I have almost zero footage of this place. Besides that, it was a comfortable modern store that had more stuff for me to buy than Surugaya, I'd say.
This is the cheapest I've seen it by a long shot too, so.
I did say this list was Gundam tailored, right? Well, I got some other stores if you're not so interested in Gundam, but if you saw my other video on this store, this probably wasn't a surprise. But there's a reason I made a whole video on this store. The vibes, variety of kits, Gundam merch in general are just off the charts. Once you get to the store, the walls are covered in Gundam art and memes, and you are just hit with the Gundam music with nice speakers around the store. It's crazy. I don't want to talk about this place too much since I already have in my other video, which you can find in the corner of the video. But the price here is as okay as the other stores. But my goodness, you find everything here, it feels. It also easily has the rarest stuff in any Gundam store I visited in Japan, and trust me, I visited a lot. Dare I say, visit this place over the Tokyo Gundam base. Now for some honorable mentions. These are mostly for non-Gundam, and a lot of people know about them, so I'll go over them quickly. Aesop Radio Kaiken Shop. This place is a great place to get inspiration of what you want to get at other stores. It's a lot like the research store I listed at number 5. Specifically the Aesop floor with all the glass cases. The reason I say other stores is because a lot of things in this store are just insanely overpriced, but they know tourists will pay these prices since it can be the only store you visit when you're in Akihabara. It is crazy how many people I saw buying things that were just like 4 times the price I saw somewhere else. Again, it's up to you, but I recommend coming here to do your window shopping and just see what you may want to buy at other stores. It can also be one of the most crowded stores, so be aware of that. Aesop Akiba Culture Zone Shop. Another Aesop, but for the same reasons and just less crowded overall. And then Book Off. Book Off I suggest for literally anywhere. I love Book Off. Book Off is a great chain. The one in Akihabara is okay. By the way, they can be called Hobby Off, Book Off, House Off, and Super Bizarre Book Offs. All those Book Offs are like, all those chains are really great. I suggest checking them out almost every time. I found some of the best stuff I found in Japan overall there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I plan on making a guide for all of Japan for Gundam because I literally went all over the country by bike, train, bus, just so many stores. I mean, look at my Google Maps just for the Tokyo/Kanagawa prefecture. These are all stores I visited and decided to keep bookmarked. So keep an eye out for that, especially if you like custom Gunplas. Let me know which store is your favorite or which you plan on going for. Also, which specific kits or merchandise you are after. I may be able to help you in the comments from my experience. But besides that, for more Gundam and Japan adventures, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.